Now on CoastTV News.
A sexual assault in Rehoboth Beach, what police are saying today.
One step closer to dredging, how Fenwick Island is preparing to tackle a project that's been in the works for years.
Beating the heat, how locals in Sussex County are finding ways to cool off under the sun while working.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
The nation's summer capital on high alert. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with a sexual assault under investigation in Rehoboth Beach.
According to Rehoboth Beach police, the assault happened here on June 19th around 12:02 a.m. on the beach near Brooklyn Avenue, and this is actually right near Funland. At this time, police are still looking for the suspect. Joining us live there in Rehoboth is CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, people say the location of this assault was extra disturbing.
Maddie and Mallory, I'm currently on the beach near Brooklyn Avenue, and this is where police say the assault happened. And it's right by Funland and a bunch of other shops. So although it happened very late at night, it didn't happen in a desolate area. And people I spoke with today are shocked to hear such a violent incident happen in such a family-friendly area. The news of a sexual assault happening here in Rehoboth Beach is alarming, especially for visitors like Kelly O'Connor.
I was shocked hearing about this story because usually, we think of Rehoboth as a very safe place. Funland's here. There's rides meant for little ones. Our 1-year-old son rode his first ride while we were here on this trip, so it was very scary to hear about the assault that happened on the beach. According to police, a victim under the age of 18 was sexually assaulted on the beach near Brooklyn Avenue around 12:02 a.m. on June 19th. The police department says events like this are rare and they pride themselves on keeping the nation's summer capital safe.
So Rehoboth Beach is fortunate. We don't have a lot of, serious crime. Part 1 crimes, as they would say. But it does happen. Every now and then we do. And we've been pretty successful at, bringing the people that commit those crimes to justice.
Reno Intraglia, the director of operations for Louis Pizza, said he wants to see the city spend more money on security, and he tells his employees to be extra cautious at night.
During the day, there seems to be a decent police presence in the area, especially with the seasonal officers. But at night, especially after 10, it really does turn into a little bit of a desert for security here. There's not really a lot of patrolling on the boardwalk especially, or, in this area of the bandstands.
Police have not released any other details about the sexual assault, but say the victim was taken to the hospital and later released. At this time, police are still looking for the suspect, who they call, quote, a dangerous person, and anyone with information is asked to contact Rehoboth Beach Police immediately. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Thanks, Elisa. And that brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, do you feel safe in Rehoboth Beach at night?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. Take a look at your screen. 55% say no and 45% say yes. This has been pretty split, and it has changed, though, every single time we have put this poll out there.
That's right. So if you haven't voted yet, you still can. Just go to coasttv.com or go to the Coast TV News app.
On that note, over in Ellendale, the town is meeting next week to talk about ways to make Ellendale safer. According to the town, there will be a community meeting with the goal to assess the needs and develop a plan of action. That's happening next Monday at 6 at the Mount Zion AME Church.
Take a look at these photos of a house fire in Indian Meadows near Millsboro Wednesday night. Officials say it was initially reported as a back porch fire and the roof collapsed. You can see the extent of damage here. No one in the family was hurt. They're being assisted by the American Red Cross. The Delaware State Fire Marshal has an ongoing investigation into what caused this fire.
There has been yet another crash at the Georgetown Circle. On your screen here, you can see the damage to a car and the circle. Georgetown firefighters say it happened just before 2:20 a.m. this morning. Details are limited, but it was a single car crash. And just back in April, we reported on how a driver crashed into a street sign and a fire hydrant there.
We're taking a live look outside into Cambridge to check on the weather tonight. It's a great day on the water, but it's a hot day, so let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams on your forecast.
Well, on this first day of summer, Mother Nature indeed delivered the goods for us. We have every bit of the heat and humidity you could ever want, and then some. Right now, our Bay Health camera in Milford, we're expecting for it to drop from 86 down to 76 by the 10 o'clock hour. Current temperatures were at 76 in Rehoboth and in Bethany Beach, 92 in Redden right now, and 83 in Georgetown. As far as our day part forecast breakdown, we're expecting to be in the 80s by mid-morning with the winds out of the south, but eventually we're going to get to that 90-degree mark and stay there throughout a good portion of the afternoon. And that's something we need to go into a little more detail, especially with the heat and the humidity that we anticipate in mind. We'll talk about this with some calculations for you in a moment. Till then, back to you, Maddie.
Thank you. Heading to Rehoboth tomorrow, the city will judge the qualifications of 5 candidates who filed nominating petitions to be on the ballot for the 2 Board of Commissioner seats up for election this summer. That election is August 10th. But before then, there will be a candidate forum, 10 a.m. Saturday, July 20th, at the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company. The deadline to register to vote for Rehoboth Beach's election is July 11th.
And speaking of voting, in Dewey Beach, the town is looking into expanding voting rights, specifically for companies. At a workshop tomorrow, they'll talk about possibly including LLCs, LLPs, and corporations. Right now, only people who own property in town or own property under a trust are allowed to participate in local elections. East of Maui Surf Shop's Haley Schnupp says it's important to give non-local businesses an opportunity to have their voices heard.
Making them a part of that say is really vital. To make sure that businesses want to stay in Dewey Beach, that they want to keep growing their businesses and supporting the local people.
The town meets at 3 tomorrow to talk about this possible expansion.
Also at this meeting, the town is set to hear some recommendations on a couple of different issues. First, Dewey will hear ideas on green space. Its Charter and Code Committee is looking ways to increase homeowners to have tree, grass, and shrub plants on their properties. That committee also wants to provide more rules for stormwater drainage, and they're looking to recommend establishing a requirement that gutters and downspouts, where rain goes down, is included as part of the construction or renovation of a building.
Dredging near Fenwick Island has been a hot-button issue for the town for years, and they may have all they need to finally make it happen. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us what big steps took place earlier today.
Carolyn Hayon lives right off the Little Assawoman Bay, and she's no stranger to seeing boats get stuck near her home.
I've seen them get stuck going toward the center of the bay.
Smaller boats like these should have no problem floating along the bay, but larger boats have to flow between these 2 poles, or they might find themselves stuck in the water. It's a years-old problem, but a dredging committee for Fenwick Island might have found the answer. Thursday, the committee approved a contractor to do the extensive dredging project planned for September. The total cost for this project will end up being $2.3 million. But with the state of Delaware and the Sussex County giving money to fund the project, the town of Fenwick Island will only have to pay $500,000 to make it happen. And Bill Reimer, chairman of the dredging committee, explains how Fenwick will be paying for the needed dredging.
We are planning on using the town's reserves, and that still projects to allow the town to have significant reserves at the end of fiscal 2025. So the committee was comfortable not proposing any property tax increases.
With the project set to start in September and end in December, Hayon says the dredging can't come soon enough.
I feel it needs dredging because now we have a lot of bigger boats and motors look a lot bigger on those boats than they used to.
It's not quite a done deal yet. Although the dredging committee has selected a winning bidder, it now has to be reviewed and approved by the town council during next Friday's meeting. I'm Kevin Zappe in Fenwick Island, CoastTV News.
Finding parking when you're visiting the beach, we all know that can be tricky. And on that note, tomorrow, Bethany Beach Town Council is looking at installing a seasonal overflow parking lot. According to the town's agenda, officials will talk about putting a seasonal lot on the Bethany Beach Christian Church property. If approved, the lot could be near the playground and basketball courts on North Pennsylvania Avenue.
If you want to be more involved in the South Bethany community, there's just 1 day left to apply for a position on the town's planning commission. The town is looking for 1 volunteer to serve a 2-year term. Members on the commission help participate in studies and report on their findings to the town. If this sounds like something you would like to be a part of, just fill out a form on the town's website no later than noon tomorrow.
In traffic news in Georgetown, another closure on Johnson Road. This is between Lawson Road and Avalon Road. Starting next Monday, crews will install a new crossroad pipe. Work is going to last until July 5th.
If you're a pickleball fanatic, this story is for you. The Delaware Tourism Office has announced funding that will go toward the construction of a pickleball complex in Rehoboth Beach. Through the Sports Tourism Capital Investment Fund, Midway Motion and Fitness will receive $2 million to construct courts. According to the Tourism Office, plans include 12 indoor courts and 4 outdoor courts.
And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Coming up, a look into why the bald eagle population is soaring in Delaware.
And Sussex County is now under a heat watch, so we've now joined the list of East Coast areas under the assault of sweltering conditions. I'll have the details coming up.
It's how local workers stay cool and hydrated during high temps. When we come back in just 60 seconds.
The big issues: abortion, civil rights, healthcare. When Trump policies were attacking our rights, County Executive Matt Meyer fought back. Now Trump is promising a national abortion ban and huge cuts to healthcare coverage. Matt's healthcare plan will reduce costs, not coverage, by increasing competition on the exchange. And Matt's plan will protect women's access to abortion, always. So call Matt Meyer. Tell him you support his plans to protect Delaware values.
Faster internet is better. That's why Extreme is increasing speeds and lowering prices, giving you more go, more whoa, more vroom, and boom for less. Get Internet 250 with whole home Wi-Fi 360 Pro for just $19.99 a month for a year. Plus, call now and get a $100 credit on your internet package. New faster speeds, new lower prices. Call 844-EXTREME2.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Some work must continue despite high temperatures. However, employers and employees are very mindful about staying hydrated.
As you can see on your screen, employees over at Warden's Garden Center in Rehoboth Beach are having ice pops in the middle of the day. One of their employees shares how their day looks when temperatures are this high.
We have shady areas, we have sunny areas, so we'll rotate. We'll work in the sun for a little bit, what needs to be taken care of, and then to give ourselves a break, we'll maybe rotate to the shade area for a little while, and that all seems to work really well.
And it's only going to get hotter, so we turn it now to our chief meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Yeah, Paul, what's this weekend going to feel like?
Well, we are now being affected by that infamous heat dome that's been affecting the entire country. So let's start with our own small little heat dome, which actually been happening in Seaford. That's been the hot spot. We're at 86 right now with winds out of the north, and temperatures will go from the mid-80s to the mid-70s. But let's break down what's been happening. We've been tracking the heat, and we've already tracked it up to 101 in Seaford alone, and of course then we went up to 102 just before we went on the air. So that's been the hot spot. Now we've warmed to 88 to 89 degrees as far as the air temperature is concerned, but this is the breaking story. Excessive heat watch is now in effect for our area, Sussex. So Seaford, not only just Seaford, but Concord, Woodland, and Laurel, those areas. It's also ravishing the beaches at Broadkill Beach, Lewis, Rehoboth Beach, as well as from South Bethany down to Fenwick Island and inland areas like Bayard, Roxana, and Bayville. Now remember, today is the first day of summer, so it's the longest day of the year, 14 hours, 52 minutes, and 32 seconds of daylight. And of course, it's right along, the sun is directly over the Tropic of Cancer. Now we're expecting 90 for tomorrow, but look at this. Remember, just as a reminder, now that we're starting the season, 10 minutes and 90-degree weather with your car will warm to like 109 in 10 minutes, 119 in 20, 124 in 30, and 60 minutes, we're talking about it feeling like 133 degrees. Why do I bring that up? Because take a look at our day part forecast. By 2 o'clock, we're going to hit 89 and we're going to stay in 90 really for the rest of the evening. So that's why it's a very dangerous thing to at least move throughout this heat and humidity without being mindful of your hydration and mindful of your situation. We'll have more on your full forecast in a moment. Till then, back to you, Valerie.
Thank you, Paul. One of the most dangerous things you can do during these high temperatures is leave your pets in the car. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, heat can rise 20 degrees in 10 minutes and upwards of 40 degrees in an hour. The First State Animal Center and SPCA says if you notice a dog in a car, get help. Let the business where the car is parked know so they can help locate the owner. If you can't find the owner, the SPCA says contact police.
Let's take a look at your golf forecast. I mean, if you want to go out there tomorrow, I understand, and it's not a problem, but let's be careful and realize blazing sunshine, pack extra water, 90 degrees, and the heat index, triple digits, so prepare for it and dress for it.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Kickstart your summer with Gateway Subaru, where they have more in-stock Subaru inventory to choose from than other dealers have combined. Get ready for adventure with a 2024 Subaru Outback or Subaru Forester with financing as low as 0.9%. Need more space? Go big with the 2024 Subaru Ascent with financing as low as 2.9%. Electrify your journey in a new 2024 Subaru Solterra with financing as low as 0%. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
The Summer of Savings Sale is underway at Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenters. These deals are hot, up to 70% off clearance floors mart-wide. All in stock to take home today for less. Simply pick, pay, take it away, or we'll install as soon as you say for free. Plus 0% financing for 36 months. Available, affordable, at your service. The deals don't get hotter than this. Get ready for summer now at Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenters.
It might be an 11, maybe a 9. It could be 13's time, or 5. With new Cash Pop from the Maryland Lottery, a winning number is drawn 4 times a day. Just pick a number from 1 to 15 for a chance to win cash, like the $2,500 top prize. Woo! Cash Pop. Cash Pop. Put a little pop in your day.
It's whaler season at Taylor Marine Center. Enjoy summer savings on the unsinkable legend, Boston Whaler. Taylor Marine Center has unprecedented inventory, factory incentives, and year-end savings on Montauk's Vantages, the newly designed Dauntless, and the offshore classic Outrage. Taylor Marine Center, with 2 award-winning locations to serve you in Milford, Delaware, and Ocean City, Maryland. Visit Taylor Marine today, your whaler season dealer.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Jeeps cost less at Preston during the Make This the Summer event at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Save $16,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Jeep Gladiator Freedom 4x4. Or lease a new 2024 Jeep Compass Limited for just $399 a month. See our selection of hundreds of Jeeps online at millsborocdjr.com. Get your dream vehicle during the Make This the Summer event right here at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Jeeps cost less with Preston.
We are no longer on the sidelines as it pertains to this dangerous heat. We're in the game now because now we here in Sussex County now under a heat watch. Dry take camera, Ocean City, 74 degrees, mild along the water. 74 is where we should be at about 10 o'clock. We warm to 89 for the high. Georgetown, 88. Salisbury. Here's where we are. We are in the midst of, right here, we're in the midst of this excessive heat watch that's been issued for all of Delaware, now including our neck of the woods here in Sussex County. High pressure, allowing for a good deal of sunshine, and it's keeping us in that dome of heat that's been affecting the entire country and has been making such headlines and causing such problems. We're at 70 along the coast, but as you go farther inland, we're at 92 Redden, 83 Georgetown, 85 in Seaford. And Seaford has been historically our hot spot. Going out to the beach, the UV index is on the high side. Water temperature warmer than usual. We have an article on our website for you to take a look at that, because that has a lot to do with why it feels a little warmer than it should this time of the year. Let's take a look at the future heat index, or future feels like. It's going to feel like 94 on Friday and 95. That's nothing. It's going to feel like 99 to 100 on Saturday. That's something. But here's something else. 104 Ellendale, Seaford, Milton, 103 Millsboro, Selbyville, Del Mar. That's how warm it's going to feel on Sunday. And then Monday, we're still going to be warmer than usual as well. Taking a look at our expectations, see, we're not seeing any cloud cover Friday morning or Friday afternoon as temperatures climb to near 80 or 90 degrees. Seems innocent, but with the winds are pushing out of the south, that adds insult to misery, so to speak, or adds insult to the injury we already have, rather. Saturday, 70s, and then as we go into Saturday afternoon, we're into the 90s. Our muggy meter stays elevated till we get to Monday. Then it drops dramatically. Well, why is that? Well, we are expecting an opportunity for some rain to get in here and to allow us to cool off. So as we dig into our model here, you'll notice that we anticipate here that we look at that chance of rain as we pull this up a little bit closer so we can get a better idea as to what we're expecting here. And I'll pull this out of your way. Monday morning, 7 o'clock, and then by 12, we see widespread scattered showers, relatively light. Then a heavy dousing should occur for us by 4:30. That should drop the temperature for us as we go into 6 o'clock. And that's our only shot at cooling off. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling Extended Forecast.
Thank you. And did you know today is National American Bald Eagle Day? DENREC released numbers of the growth reported in the bald eagle population in Delaware. It's kind of great. Listen to this. In 1987, there were just 4 nests in Delaware. Today, 121 nests, and 84 of them are active. In 2018, DENREC says there was 106, so we're seeing growth here. And DENREC says actually in Milford at the DuPont Nature Center, it's a great place to view America's bird.
If you want to help make a difference along the coast, here's an event to put on your calendar. A beach cleanup is being hosted by the Friends of Cape and Lopin State Park next month. On July 13th, volunteers are asked to meet at the north end of the main parking lot at 8 in the morning. The group says that you should bring your own trash bags to help with the effort. We'll be right back.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Level up to your new Hyundai for only a penny down and score interest-free financing at Pohanka Hyundai of Salisbury. Get in the game for just a penny down and find 0% APR for 5 years on select new Hyundais. Get ready to pick up some major coins because we're dropping our highest trade values ever. And for a bonus level, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty. Delmarva's driving game is more fun when you level up at Pohanka Hyundai.
Son, your house looks and smells great. I finally took your advice, Dad. Dry Zone was professional, fast, and reasonably priced. Just like I said. Yes, Dad. They fixed up our crawl space, so no more buckling, cracking, or musty odors. Like I said. Yes, Dad, like you said. Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
This summer's temperatures keep getting hot.
Luckily, Horizon Services is here to help keep you cool. Right now, get $50 off same-day AC repair. Or go ahead and upgrade that old unit and save up to $3,700 toward a new full home comfort system. Same-day service, expert technicians, and a job done right the first time. Need service today? Horizon's help is on the way.
The beach, yard work, road trips. You need a vacation from summer vacation. And all you really want is a good night's sleep in your own bed. But is it comfortable? Find your dream mattress at Out & Brothers Home Furnishings. Memory foam, inner spring, cool top, pillow top, adjustable base. The perfect mattress to fit every body and every budget. With payments as low as $19 a month. That's less than taking the family out for ice cream. And Mama needs a new mattress. From Out & Brothers. Furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Rough week? You can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. So just lighten up your week. Subscribe right now to our Feel Good Friday newsletter. There's the QR code to do that and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox.
Our Tendo's Casual Furniture Camera in Ocean City. Very beautiful scene, but still kind of warm. Even though we are in the 70s, it feels like the 80s. Excessive heat watch is now in effect for us here in Sussex. Not just the folks in Newcastle, but for us right here at home and all surrounding areas, beach and inland. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line at 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandela's, Bruxted, and Federico. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast.
Thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
We'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.